नमस्कार मंडळी, वेलकम बॅक टू माय चॅनल. मी शीतल आणि आज मी एक नवीन व्हिडिओ घेऊन आलाय तुम्हा सर्वांसाठी. तर आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये मी तुम्हाला एक मजेदार इंग्लिश कॉन्व्हर्सेशन दाखवणार आहे. माझा एक सिंपल असा फंडा आहे की जर आपल्याला फ्लुएंट इंग्लिश बोलायचं असेल तर अशा प्रकारे इंग्लिश कॉन्व्हर्सेशन करूनच आपण आपली फ्लुएन्सी इम्प्रूव्ह करू शकतो. मला माहिती आहे की तुम्हालाही ही गोष्ट मान्य आहे की आपली स्पोकन इंग्लिश इम्प्रूव्ह करण्यासाठी ही एकच ट्रिक आहे की जास्तीत जास्त इंग्लिश मध्ये बोलणं. पण मला हे पण माहिती आहे की तुमच्या सोबत इंग्लिश बोलायला कुणी नाहीये आणि तुमच्या स्पोकन इंग्लिश मिस्टेक करेक्ट करणारं पण कुणी नाहीये. म्हणूनच मला हे क्लॅपिंगो ॲप खूपच आवडतं, कारण ह्या ॲप्लिकेशनमुळेच आपण घरी बसल्या इंग्लिश कॉन्व्हर्सेशन प्रॅक्टिस करू शकतो. तर ह्या क्लॅपिंगो ॲप्लिकेशनमध्ये खूप सारे इंडियन ट्युटर्स आहेत ज्यांच्यासोबत तुम्ही वेगवेगळ्या टॉपिक्सवरती बोलू शकता. हे ट्युटर्स तुम्हाला इंग्लिश बोलायला एनकरेज पण करतात आणि तुमच्या स्पोकन इंग्लिश मिस्टेक सुद्धा रेक्टिफाय करतात. आपल्या एज्युकेशन सिस्टम मध्ये इतका जास्त भर स्पोकन इंग्लिशवर दिला जात नाही जितका की रिटन इंग्लिशवर दिला जातो. म्हणूनच आपल्यापैकी खूप सारे जण इंग्लिश वाचू शकतात, लिहू शकतात, पण फ्लुएंटली बोलू नाही शकत. म्हणूनच हे क्लॅपिंगो सारख्या ॲप्लिकेशनचे मनापासून आभार मानावेसे वाटतात, कारण या ॲप्लिकेशनमुळेच छोट्या मोठ्या शहरातील लोक आपली इंग्लिश घरी बसल्या इम्प्रूव्ह करू शकतात. तर आता जो मी तुम्हाला इंग्लिश कॉन्व्हर्सेशनचा व्हिडिओ दाखवणार आहे तो सुद्धा एका क्लॅपिंगो ट्युटर सोबतच आहे. तर तुम्ही सुद्धा हे ॲप्लिकेशन डाउनलोड करू शकता. या ॲप्लिकेशनची लिंक मी डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्समध्ये दिलेली आहे. तुम्ही हे ॲप्लिकेशन डाउनलोड केल्यानंतर माझा हा कुपन कोड त्यात टाकू शकता. हा कुपन कोड यूज केल्यानंतर तुम्हाला या ॲप्लिकेशनच्या कोणत्याही प्लॅनमध्ये 15% डिस्काउंट भेटेल. तर तुम्ही सुद्धा या ऑफरचा फायदा घेऊ शकता. तर हा व्हिडिओ पूर्ण बघा आणि आवडल्यास लाईक आणि शेअर करायला विसरू नका. तसेच जर तुम्हाला आजचा व्हिडिओ हेल्पफुल वाटला तर कॉमेंट करून मला नक्की कळवा, म्हणजे जेणेकरून मी असेच नवनवीन व्हिडिओज तुमच्यासाठी अजून घेऊन येईल. आणि हो, सर्वात महत्त्वाचं, जर तुम्ही अजून आपल्या चॅनलला सबस्क्राइब केलं नसेल तर आत्ताच खाली दिलेल्या सबस्क्राइब बटनावर क्लिक करा आणि आपल्या चॅनलचा एक भाग व्हा. धन्यवाद.
I hope it was not more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you doing, Shital? Good evening, good late evening. And you won't believe this is my last session for the day, and I'm so happy to see you. I believe we are connecting for the first time.
Yes, same here, sir. I also pleased to meet you, and it's great to see you for me.
Thank you very much, Shital. And if you could kindly introduce me, would you like to give a brief introduction?
Yes, I would like to introduce. As you know, I'm Shital, and I was born and raised in Maharashtra.
Okay.
And now I'm pursuing my MBA degree. Besides that, I also doing my job as a HR executive. And that's why I want to improve my communication skills in English.
And which place did you say, Shital, you're from?
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. Yeah, because I meet quite a number of people from Maharashtra. So that was the reason. And you said you're working as a human resource executive?
Yeah.
And how long has been the journey? I mean, you have been working for a long time?
Yes, last 2 years. Not long time.
Tell me, how was the journey? How was it? I mean, was it a very conscious decision to get into human resources, or just it happened in your life?
No. I always wanted to as a HR. So it's great.
Okay. And what brings you to Clapingo, madam?
Because I want to fluency in English and also improve my communication skills, because it's very important for as a HR. Okay. That's why.
Am I allowed to make any corrections if I find any errors?
Yes. Yeah.
So you just say that because I want to become fluency, instead of saying you do not become fluency, you become fluent. So you can say
yes.
because I wanted to become fluent in English.
Yes, I want to become fluent in English.
Right. And that's the reason that brings me to Clapingo, because that was my quest.
Yes, that brings to me Clapingo.
That brings me to Clapingo. Okay, the two will come later.
Yes.
Good. So we have an interesting topic for today? Would you like to go by the session document, or you would like to talk anything else? The choice is yours.
No, I would like to go with session documents.
Wonderful. So I think it's all about the bucket list, right?
Yeah.
There is often, I have seen people making or getting confused with to-do list and bucket list. And they usually use this term interchangeably. But do you really know the difference between to-do list and bucket list?
Bucket list means like that those things that we want to do before we die.
Absolutely.
Am I right?
You are absolutely correct. You're darn correct. 200% you are correct. So do you have a bucket list, Shital?
Yes, I have. Honestly, before I got the session, I don't know what is the meaning of bucket list. Then I got the session notes. Then I search it on Google. What is the bucket list meaning?
Never mind. Very nice. That's what we want people to hear. That's what we want our learners to do. It strengthens the conversation. If you do a bit of research, come and talk to us, it only helps to strengthen the conversation. The conversation goes pretty well. So, am I allowed to ask you? I mean, what is on your bucket list?
Yes.
Would you like to share?
Yes, I would like to share. I just scribbled it today. What I want to do before I die. So first is before I die, I want to visit, or I want to tour all over the India. This is my top of the list.
So which are the places you have already visited in India?
Gujarat.
Okay.
And Maharashtra, all over Maharashtra.
All over Maharashtra. Okay. So Maharashtra, now, you are done with Maharashtra completely, is it?
Maybe, I think.
Wonderful. So maybe I'll take some tip off from you sometimes. Which are the best places to visit? Okay, yeah, please go on. And which are the other places that you intend to visit?
Like Delhi, Agra or Taj Mahal.
You have not visited there?
No.
Okay.
I don't visit now, but I will visit in future.
Is there anything that you have kind of completed? I mean, from your bucket list, if you have completed or achieved any of your bucket list or items, have you?
First, as you know, I'm from Maharashtra, so I completed my schooling from Marathi medium. So I'm in the beginning, or I think last before 5 to 6 months ago, I don't know. I'm not able to speak in English. So this is also in my bucket list to fluent. I think first able to speak in English. So I think this is completed already.
Oh, wonderful. So and imagine if you had this option to complete any one or any other item from the bucket list, what would that be? What would be at the top of the list if you really want to complete any one, or if you had the choice to complete rather? Yeah.
Now I want to learn car driving. I want to learn how to drive a car. So now this is the top of my list.
Okay. And,
but now I am thinking first I will buy my own car, then I will learn how to drive.
Wonderful. And any brand that you have in your mind?
Not a brand, but I just want to purchase my own car.
Yeah, definitely. So you do not have any brand?
No, I'm not decided yet.
So because those brands are also evolving. By the time you decide to buy a car, the other one might have become a little older, right?
I think I'm not have a knowledge about a brand about car
never
brand.
Mind.
So
we need a bit of research, like the way you researched today about bucket list. Everything is new in life. No worries, madam. Why do you think people should have a bucket list? Do you think people should have a bucket list, or you have a different opinion?
No, I think everyone have a bucket list. Everyone should have a bucket list their own bucket list. I think it's good. Like something, some people are wanted to do something, some crazy things. So it's good to having a bucket list.
Quick correction, Shital. People, bird.
People, yeah, people.
It is. Moment I
I
said
know, yeah.
moment I said you knew that what I am saying, right? So it's a
Yes.
plural noun. So there is no S to it, madam. Okay. So,
Yes,
but
it's happened like a it's children, but when I'm speaking or communicate, it's with like a children's or people's.
But having said that, sometime when you are saying that I am a people's person, there we are actually using an apostrophe S.
Yes.
My logo ka hoon, like that, people's person, right? So that's where it may sound as a S, but it is not that S that we are adding. It's that apostrophe S. I hope you will know about this. So how do you really maintain your bucket list? I mean, do you have it here, mental mapping, or do you really write it down?
No, I really write it down.
Oh, wonderful. And where do you write it down? Do you have a diary or a notepad or a secret notebook where you're writing it? Or what is that?
Yes, I have a diary, and I also write on my in my daily routine in my diary. I also write my daily routine in diary. So I have my secret diary also.
Okay. Did you have to remove any things ever since the time that you had prepared your bucket list? And at some time you had to remove anything from the bucket list because of you found that it's not realistic, maybe. So you had to take that off from the list. No?
Yeah, first I write I want to visit our honorable Prime Minister. So and then after that I will remove because maybe it's not possible. So.
I mean, you feel that is not realistic that he'll meet you.
Yeah.
Okay, but you may try, right? Okay, never mind. And is there anything that drove you to prepare that? I mean, was there any element of motivation somewhere to prepare your bucket list? I mean, everything on your bucket list has its own charishma, I'm sure. They have their own importance. So was there anything that really motivated you? Like, for example, I have to do this. So how did that motivate you? You could pick up 1 or 2 points and tell me. Is my question clear to you, Shital?
Yes.
Yeah.
So for example, I just say I want to learn how to drive a car. So it's basically I am from rural area, so it's very I think for people it's different for a girl like she want to drive a car. So it's special. It's really motivate me. I think I want to show them from a girl from a rural area, she also learn a car, or also she also buy a car.
Okay, wonderful. But I think that feeling of man, women, does it really still exist? I mean, it does.
Yeah,
But I think the gap has reduced now, Shital, I believe.
But it exists some rural areas, I think, in our side.
Do you really face it? I mean, quite often.
Yes, I always face it.
You feel upset about it sometimes.
Yes.
And how do you really get back to your good self? I mean, how do you bring yourself back? You say
that whenever I heard like this, I don't answer that situation, current situation. I will just decide, okay, I will show them.
Yeah. I mean, I'll show you all. I'll do this. So how many times it has happened that you have actually shown them? I mean, whoever has been telling you, has it happened in the past also, Shital?
Yeah, sometime I think.
Would you like to share any incident you are able to recall that there were loads of backbiting, and then you said, "Wait, I'll show you."
Maybe I will share it with in next session with you.
Okay. Which means you will have another session with me.
Yes. I think last I was trying to book last 2 weeks your session. I was trying to book, but I think you are not available. Or
really?
Booked. Yeah.
Okay, but I was available. I will not be available from first.
You are available, but your session all booked.
Always. So I was tried. I had tried to book your sessions. You can say that instead of saying I was tried, you say that I had tried to book your session.
I had tried.
Yeah, I had tried to book your session. Or until this moment, if you have been trying, you can also use the present perfect continuous, saying that, Anindya, I have been trying to book your sessions.
Yes, I have been trying to book your session.
Right. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Well, quickly, a check on...
you don't call me madam. You can call me as my name, Shital.
I'll call you Shital only with the condition that you call me Anindya. That's so, because the moment you call me sir, then I'll also call you Shital, madam.
Okay.
Two words I want to just cross-check that whether you are aware of it. I like them personally, so I'm asking you. One is elucidate. Elucidate. And the spelling is, I'm writing it. If you have gone through, you should be able to tell me. Do you know this?
No, I don't know.
Elucidate means, if I say, Shital, that could you elucidate me in detail? Which means...
I think I read this word in the session document.
Yes, madam. You read this. That's why I said I picked up this two. One is elucidate, which means to make something clear or to make something more explanatory. When you explain something in detail, you can say that. Like somebody is asking you a question next time. A speaker asks you, you can try this. You can say that, could you please elucidate a bit? That, which means, could you please...
describe it.
Could you please tell me a bit more about it? Right?
In detail.
There is one more word. I'll just... the word is uproarious. Uproarious means noisy, if you have heard about it.
Yes. You send me in chat this word.
Yeah.
Can you say?
Yes, sure, madam. I will. This is there.
Thank you.
This, why is it happening like this? Just a second. Yeah. Uproarious. Remember, uproarious. How will you pronounce it? Yeah, how will you pronounce it, Shital? Uproarious, which means noisy.
Noisy. Okay.
I mean, now in Kolkata, where I am from, there will be Durga Puja, and so all around there will be mics and all that will be playing around, right? So that goes very well in that context. I could say, I will not be able to conduct sessions because it will be quite uproarious. Uproarious. Means it will be so noisy. The environment will be uproarious. So I hope you understood, and that's the reason.
Yes.
I'll not be available from 1st of October to 5th of October.
Because of Durga Puja.
Yes, that's the only festive season for us.
Yeah.
So we enjoy, and I'll be back again after 6th. So in case you are trying and during that time, I see that. Yeah. Never mind.
Thank you for the information. Inform me.
My pleasure, man. And I think we still have 1 more minute. I'll quickly give you my feedback if you're okay with it.
Yes.
First of all, lovely talking to you, Shital. Lovely. And thank you very much. You speak fairly well. The only thing is that sometimes there are little grammar flaws which are happening that relates to tenses. Maybe that's the area that you could focus upon. I always say this to my learner. I'm sharing this with you also. We don't expect our learners to become doctorate in grammar here. No. We want you to brush up the basic grammar skills. You should be able to differentiate between present, past, and the future. More so when into the sentence, not in theory. You really need to use it. So one of the best ways to practice tenses would be once you learn a structure, you could just take your mobile, self-record yourself for 1 or 2 minutes, narrating a story in that particular tense.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.